For yesterday.
Got it. Got you. Day before yesterday. So have you received it back yet? I know it's kind of fast.
No, I hadn't got my policy yet. They hadn't mailed it to me yet.
Okay, gotcha. And Mr. Douglas, let me confirm something because I want to make sure I have your information correct. What's your last name, sir?
It's Darter,
That's
Darter.
is it D as in David?
Yeah,
Okay, Darter. And the good news is he did share it with me that you are calling from the state of Virginia. What city in
yeah,
Virginia are you currently living?
Gate City.
Gate City. Okay. All right. Now, what other large city is close to Gate City?
Well, Kingsport.
Okay. Hey, very, very familiar with that. Were you born in Virginia or did you move there?
No, I was born in the Kingsport.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Most people that live here are,
Yes.
so that's the nearest hospital.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then I have relatives there in the DMV area as well. So yeah, I get the chance to visit Virginia as well. And some of my relatives work for the Pentagon. How close are you to the Pentagon?
Oh my God, that's a long way. We're 400 or 500 miles away from there.
Oh, okay. So gotcha. And what
DC.
gotcha? What family members are there with you now?
Oh, I was just my son.
Okay, that's
My
good.
wife died 2 years ago, and my son he ain't never been married, so he just stays here.
Wow. Okay. And so at least you do have them there. Did do have they made you a grandfather yet?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
We're still waiting on that.
Oh yeah, he said he ain't never gonna get married, so
He
I
said, "Don't
guess
even
he
try
ain't never
that.
gonna.
It's over."
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah,
At least you have him there because he made that clear. It's not going down, right? I love it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and she mentioned that you are 64. Are you still working or are you retired?
No, I'm disabled.
Oh, okay.
Just
Gotcha.
disabled back in '97.
Oh, what happened that caused the disability?
I was my back.
Ooh, did you have injury at work or just general
Well,
issues?
uh, no, it's just natural problems with my back, and
Oh,
operated on it, and then after that, I couldn't do the work anymore.
I understand. I get it. And at least they got you the approval.
Yeah,
That's good. And then were you and your son, I heard you say son. How many kids do you have again?
just just one,
Just
just
one
my son.
son. Gotcha. Were you and your son able to avoid coronavirus? Because some people did not do well.
No, no, we both got it. Yeah,
Wow.
didn't know we had it though. It was just didn't much of effect on
Yes. And
it.
how long ago did you catch it?
Oh, well, it's a couple of years ago.
Whew.
My wife was in the hospital at the time, and she was dying of cancer, and she got
Hmm.
it, so we both got it too.
Yeah. I'm glad you made it through, and I'm sorry for your loss of your wife as well. Yes.
Man, seriously.
Hmm. Anyway, Mr. Douglas, I know you did not call to hear me babbling on and on. You can tell I was just enjoying our conversation. People are so rude nowadays. So when I hear a friendly voice, it is like music to my ears. And I know we talked a little bit, but you were transferred to me. What did you hear from the rep that made you want to have your call transferred today?
Well, the refs won't even listen to you. I swear.
What?
I kept telling them, I said, look, I've already got insurance, and really, I just don't need it. You gotta have because well, I need it, but I can't afford it. And so I
Got
complained.
it.
And well, how old are you? And I said, well, 64. And I tell them again, I really can't afford it anymore. And said, well, hang on just a second, and I'll transfer you.
Gotcha.
Well, okay.
Because here's what I hear. Most people think you can only have one policy. There is no law that says that. The best story I heard
Oh,
was a lady
yeah.
who had 10 policies
Wow,
and
10.
all of them
Boy.
paid. Yes, sir. So, no, we don't take it for granted. We do. I think that's why you were
Mm.
transferred to me. You mentioned you just got the policy and you said 2 days
Yeah.
ago?
Yeah, well, I hadn't got the policy yet.
Oh, okay. And I know based on the
I mean, yeah.
time of day, that office is closed. But if you don't mind me asking, how much coverage did you get through the
It's 20, it's 20,000.
20,000? And what were you trying to get the policy to do for your family? Were you trying to cover a traditional burial or cremation?
Yeah, traditional.
Okay. And has anybody?
The reason I got this is they said, and with this, and you get a $40,000 accidental insurance.
It does double for
For
accidental
the
death.
same price.
Yes, sir. And how much per month are they charging for the 20,000? If you don't mind me asking.
103.
Okay, gotcha. And that's not too bad. Here's what, since you pretty much have applied and everything is still in process, I at least want to look at some of the options we provide to see how we can assist or how we compare and all of that. It won't hurt you because you don't have it yet anyway. So we'll still at least look since they transferred. So since they did transfer you to me, that was not a mistake. We like to at least chat to see if there's any way we can offer some assistance to you. And has
Mm.
anybody shared with you, Mr. Douglas, the typical cost of the traditional burials right now? Has anyone shared that with
Oh
you?
well, yeah, yeah.
Well,
I know what it is. I mean, after I buried my wife,
yes, sir. And you do
and
know.
we got by just as cheap as we could because we didn't have
Gotcha.
any life insurance.
How much were you required to pay for her?
It was 9,000 with the
Right.
plot and everything.
Got it. And see, we were told to tell people the low end is 10 to 12 right now. You can already see inflation costs have occurred just based
Mm.
on when
Right.
you buried your wife. And we got a report from the Social Security Administration that tells us how much it's going to be in the future based on your age now. So
Mm-hmm.
here's what that report says. You are 64 right now. So in 17
Mm-hmm.
years, you'll be 81. Now, I want to stop right there, Mr. Douglas, because that does not mean you're leaving here at 81. You could have longevity in your family. In fact, have you had any family members that live past age 81?
Yeah, I think I one or two.
Okay. So
Mm.
that's why I said that, because nobody really knows when they're going. People say, hey, I've
Mm.
been told I won't live past this time, but we don't know. But at that
Mm.
time, when you are 81, instead of low end 10 to 12, the burials would be
Mm.
$21,133 low end. So
Yeah. Okay.
yes, sir. Were you trying to leave any money behind for your son or anybody else?
Well, I'd like to, but I don't know. Like I say, if it gets like that, then I can't say that they will get in unless
Mm-hmm.
in the future, I'm able to afford a little more.
Understand.
That's what I'm trying to do, just
Mm-hmm. Just to see.
get as much as I can when I can.
Yeah, because it is based on your age. That's why I said let's at least look at some options. And when your son wakes up
Mm.
the day after your funeral, what bills will be waiting for him that he still has to pay?
And I've done paid everything off that I could possibly pay.
You have?
It's all been paid off. My house paid
What?
for, and all I owe for is about 3,000 on my truck,
Okay.
and hopefully that insurance on it'll pay off. So,
I know that's right. Then now at least I know I'm coming to move over there to Gate City with you since everything's paid off.
uh, Yeah, and I eat ramen noodles every day.
Oh, okay. Well, gotcha. Maybe I won't come right now.
Yeah,
Yes. Is there?
that's how you do that. That's
Yes,
how you do it.
I get it.
You eat oatmeal once a day, and then you eat ramen noodles once a day.
I understand. No.
Yeah.
Is there anybody outside of the household or your son, for example, that relies on your income that you help out on a monthly
No.
basis? Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. And you
Uh,
mentioned your wife passed, but how about your parents? Are you still blessed to have both of them in your life, your parents?
no, I know they're both done passed away. Yeah.
Yes. And you told me about the unfortunate situation of your wife not having insurance. How about your parents? Did they have life insurance?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good
Yeah.
news. And by the way, I'm sorry, so sorry for your loss of your parents and your wife, as I mentioned before. But our
Yeah.
goal is to continue what you're saying, which is to make sure there's no burden left behind on your son or anyone else for that matter. And
Yeah.
if you were to pass, Mr. Douglas, would it be your son that's responsible for your final affairs?
Yeah. Yeah. He'd be the one
Okay.
that have to take care of that.
And
Yeah.
then if you were to pass, what three family members would be the most affected by your loss? I know your son is one. What other family members would be most affected by your loss?
I've got one brother.
Okay, gotcha.
Uh,
And is he there in Gate City as well?
yeah.
Okay,
Mm.
gotcha. What three friends would miss you the most?
Oh, I don't have any friends.
Oh no, I
I live
got you.
here in this holler. I tell you, there ain't nobody calls me, and I don't call anybody else. So,
Mm,
yeah, and
gotcha.
eat ramen noodles and
I
oatmeal.
know,
So
I
you can imagine
know.
what kind of life I got.
Maybe they heard about the ramen noodles and oatmeal and said, we'll wait till you cook something else and then we'll come. Is that it?
Uh, I believe that's what it is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And in the terrible event that your son passed before you, would you want your brother to be the second beneficiary?
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
I'd have to.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I know you were very transparent to tell me what you signed up for before. I'm a broker for about 9 different companies, and most
Yeah.
of them are able to provide immediate coverage as well. I'm so sorry you were exposed to that company that actually were giving you a 2-year wait. Yeah, because most of our clients don't have to go through that. So what I'm going to do
Well,
is to at least
I hope
review.
so.
Yeah, I'm going to at least review the companies we work with to see which one would be a good match for you. And here's the good news. We do not do any physicals or blood tests. We just go by your medicines and the answers to health questions. So what, if any,
Mm.
medicines do you currently take?
Oh Lord, I've got a list.
That's
A
okay.
bunch of them.
And I used to work in hospitals, so even if you can't pronounce them, I don't need the milligrams, just the names. You can spell them. I typically know what they are.
Let me get them out here.
Yes, sir.
I've got a list, but they're changing so much.
Oh,
Go with the Bible. Yeah, that's one reason. You say, well, I've got insurance and go on, because man, if you answer them all, I get about I don't know, at least 5 a day calls
we all
from
do. We definitely all
the
do.
life insurance, and the rest of it's from the for health insurance.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Then
if
you
you
forgot
answer them all, you
homeowners
ain't got
insurance.
no time of the day.
Yeah, you forgot
You
homeowners insurance. You forgot computer
car
insurance.
insurance.
Right, every insurance. We all get those calls.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Nowadays it's heat pump insurance
That's
and
good. I didn't think of
your
that one.
refrigerator insurance.
Right.
I said I gotta fix my ramen noodles. I'm hungry.
No, I know that's right.
So you're lucky you got me at the right time. I just got
Oh,
through eating my ramen
I
noodles.
know that's right. See, I
Yeah.
timed it just right. I said, okay, then you got the last noodle in his mouth. Let's do. Ready, go. Rab's calling.
You're right. Yeah. I just set the bowl down.
Yes.
Okay.
I actually like ramen noodles a lot.
Yeah, good. Now, I take two pain. One is oxycodone instead of
Uh-huh.
phenamine.
And that's for your back pain.
Back, yeah. And the other one is morphine sulfate. Do you need a milligram?
No, no, that's okay. And then how many back surgeries have you had?
Uh, the milligram of oxycodone is 10, 325.
Oh, you know what? You don't have to worry about the milligrams. You're good.
And
But I was asking about the number of back surgeries that you've had. How many?
and the morphine
Oh,
is it's 30 milligrams.
okay. And for the rest of them, you don't have to worry about the milligrams, Mr. Douglas. How many back surgeries have you had?
Oh, I just had the one, but it made things a little worse. You
Gotcha.
know, got metformin,
Uh-huh.
got
For
type
diabetes?
2 diabetes.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Got it.
And next is gabapentin.
Mm-hmm.
That's for neuropathy.
Got it.
And next is bupropion. That's I guess that's pronounced right.
Uh-huh. Is that one for anxiety?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Got that one.
I got that too. Okay, and furosemide.
Uh-huh. Has the doctor said anything about your heart?
I know they kept check on it and everything because I got my right leg swells. Grandmother used to do that, and no heart trouble at all. She didn't have any heart trouble at all, and I don't either. But it just stays swollen.
Wow.
I don't know why that is. Now I went to the vein company over here.
Okay.
They said they could fix it, but if the compression sock controls it, it just soon stick with that. And then when I put the compression sock on it, take it off, it's not swollen, you know. But
Okay.
if I leave it off, it'll swell back up.
But the doctor did not say anything about congestive heart failure or liver failure or kidney disease or anything like that.
Now, they said everything's fine.
Okay.
They said everything's fine. Okay, we got lovastatin.
Okay. And what is that one for?
Ah, well, it was for keep your heart from running away, I think.
Okay.
Well, one time they thought I had a heart attack, and they said I did.
Okay.
Said the test showed it, but
How long
I
ago?
thought I had a toothache. Yeah, that was back in about '96
Okay.
or '98, somewhere around in there.
No problem.
And I ain't had it. No, I ain't had anything like that since. And every time I feel like I'm having a toothache, I go to the dentist.
Mm.
Because I don't think they had that right.
Okay. Because your tooth was
Okay,
hurting
and
more than anything else then, right?
yeah, but there wasn't nothing wrong with the tooth either. And they said, well, that's a heart attack. And that is one of the signs of it.
Okay.
But they done run tests and everything, and they said the test showed that I had a heart attack, a light heart attack, but they can't find any damage, and nothing's, they ain't had no problem since then.
Okay. And that's good. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah,
Anything
and
else?
yeah, duoxetine,
Okay.
duloxetine.
Isn't that for like
Okay,
to make sure you're not constipated?
no, oh, that's another type. It's like Prozac.
Okay, gotcha. For
Mm-hmm.
depression.
Yeah.
Got it. Anything
Uh,
else?
it'll do it to you when you live in a holler like I do. The sun goes down at 2 o'clock, and you eat ramen. Oh,
I
yeah,
understand
yeah,
that.
it'll do it.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and metroplo, is that
I got
right?
it. Metropolo. Uh-huh. That for your blood pressure as well?
Uh, I think, but I don't know. If anything, I got low blood pressure. and I take a half a pill twice a day.
Got it.
But yeah, I ain't never had any high blood pressure. But,
Okay.
okay, next one is pioglitazone.
Spell that one.
PIOGLITAZONE.
Okay. And what's that one for?
That's another one uh, for diabetes.
Got it.
And next one is finasteride.
Got it.
And the next one is that was famil famotidine. Yeah, famotidine. Well, it's just heartburn.
Okay. Right.
Take it at bedtime. So I don't, what is it, aspiration when you die the other night, you accidentally uh, throw up and you inhale it and choke to death like that.
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay. And next is Montelukast.
Okay.
That's allergy. And the next one is uh, levocitrazine.
Okay. Spell that one for me.
L Levocetrizine.
Okay. And is that for your thyroid?
No, that's another allergy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Reese's on top of
Okay.
it.
Uh,
Reese's on
oh
top
yeah,
of it.
yeah. Well, yeah. I think it's a cat I'm allergic to, but I can't get rid of the cat. So
Oh,
give me
okay.
that. Okay, the next one is tamsulosin,
Okay.
and and I take aspirin today.
Anything?
That's all.
I love it.
Mm.
Now, with the gabapentin, did the doctor say anything about tingling in your hands and feet or the
Yeah,
neuropathy?
that's that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the reason because my feet go get numb, and I think it's because I'm not as active as what I was. And sitting too much. So I think that's what it is. My legs go numb, and not both of them, just one of them, and tingling and all. But that helps it.
Right. So that does at least help with some relief.
Yeah,
Hmm. And what is your height and weight?
man, that is tall as I'm wide. I'm 5'9",
Uh-huh, that's tall.
and I weigh two 285.
And do you smoke?
No,
Okay, gotcha. And what is your date of birth, Mr. Douglas? Got it. All right, so I'm going to ask some health questions. And again, they're all yes or no. So allow me to finish the question. When I'm done, you get to say yes or no. So here's the
uh,
first long one. It says, are you currently confined in or been advised to enter a hospital, nursing home, skilled nursing facility, psychiatric facility, correctional facility, receiving or been advised to receive home health care or hospice care? Yes or no?
no,
Okay, do you use a wheelchair or mobility scooter, or do you have any physical or mental impairment that requires assistance from anybody with activities of daily living, such as taking your medicines, bathing, dressing, eating, toileting, getting in and out of a bed or a chair, or moving about? Yes or no?
no,
In the last year, have you used or been advised to use oxygen equipment to help with breathing, or been advised to have kidney dialysis? Yes or no?
no,
Have you been told you have to have any diagnostic tests, surgeries, or any thing like that that is not yet started or been completed, or the results not yet known? Yes or no?
No.
Have you been told you have to have an organ or bone marrow transplant, or had an amputation due to any disease, or complications of diabetes? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Have you been diagnosed with AIDS or HIV or AIDS-related
N-
complex?
No.
Okay. Have you been diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, Huntington's disease, or sickle cell anemia? Yes or no?
No.
What about Alzheimer's disease, dementia, or mental incapacity?
No.
Congestive heart failure, pulmonary fibrosis, or any terminal condition or end stage disease? Yes or no?
No.
Cerebral palsy, cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, unoperated heart defect, cirrhosis, liver failure, or implantation of a defibrillator? Yes or no?
No.
In the last 2 years, have you been advised to receive chemo or radiation for any form of cancer, or been diagnosed with more than one occurrence of the same or different type of cancer? Yes or no?
No.
In the last 2 years, have you been advised to receive treatment for alcohol or drug abuse, used illegal drugs, been convicted or pled guilty to DUI, and complications of diabetes? And that's a yes, it's called diabetic coma, insulin shock, retinopathy, nephropathy, or neuropathy. So that one would be a yes. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Neuropathy. Yes.
And then the kidney or liver disease. Yes or no?
No.
Okay, let me look at something else here. What about, you said you're not hospitalized or bedridden or in a nursing home. What about any medical condition that with reasonable medical certainty will result in death in the next 12 months, or ALS, Alzheimer's, memory loss, or mental incapacity or dementia? Yes or no?
No.
Now they're saying the medication for diabetes accompanied by a history of a heart attack. So you did have a heart attack, correct?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I've been tested, for all that kind of
That's good.
heart problems and stress, stress tests and all that,
Hmm.
and everything, came out fine on all of those.
Right, that's good. And I'm glad they
So if it,
go ahead.
yeah. I said, the heart attack didn't affect me. It didn't
That's
affect me
good.
much. So.
And to the point where you said you didn't even know.
Right. Yeah.
And have you been diagnosed with more than one occurrence of cancer, a recurrence of any cancer, metastasis of any cancer, or are you currently being treated for cancer?
No.
Hmm. Okay, here's a question that's almost like one of those SAT questions where it's a backwards question almost, because they're saying, in the last 10 years, have you been medically diagnosed for which you've not been treated? Like they diagnosed it, but they have not treated it. If that's the case, you would say yes to it. But if they are treating it, you're okay to this question. So, in the last 10 years, have you been medically diagnosed for which you've not been treated by a member of the medical professional, or you're not taking medicines for any of the following? And the first one is uncontrolled diabetes, uncontrolled high blood pressure. So, see, you're taking medicine for that. So, that would still be a no because it is under control through the medicines. Any
Yeah.
stroke or mini stroke, paralysis, congestive heart failure, heart disease, cardiomyopathy, lung disease, COPD, emphysema, liver cirrhosis or failure, kidney failure, insufficiency, or chronic end stage kidney disease, including dialysis? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, and so you also said no already to the Alzheimer's disease or Lou Gehrig's or Huntington's disease, muscular dystrophy, cystic
Mm.
fibrosis, pulmonary fibrosis, or multiple myeloma. Yes or no?
No.
In the last 2 years, have you been hospitalized two or more times?
No.
Okay, and you don't have any tests or surgeries or treatment pending or anything like that. It has not been completed.
No.
In the last 2 years, they have not told you to go to treatment for alcohol, drug, opioid, or controlled substance abuse. You're not pled guilty to or been convicted of a felony or misdemeanor or attempted suicide. Yes or no?
No,
In the last 5 years, have you been advised by a medical professional to have an organ transplant? Yes or no?
no.
Okay. So based on the answers to that, those questions, do me a favor, grab a pen and paper. I want to tell you a little bit about the company who's ready to make an offer. And yes, they're allowing us to apply for immediate coverage. And thank you again for your patience. I had to go through a few options based on the medicines you gave me.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
the name of the company that will allow us to apply for the immediate coverage is Citizens Insurance Company of America. And they've been around for years. Strong A rating for this particular company. And again, a lot of clients, when companies hear about the diabetes and the heart attack and the depression, they start going, oh, nope, can't cover, or we have to
Yeah.
give you an automatic 2-year wait. And you told me you do not smoke, correct?
Right. I
See,
don't smoke.
see that saves you a lot of money. It does because
Yeah.
we
Been told that a lot.
yeah we do cover smokers. I've run into a couple of clients over the years who told me that the companies that they were trying to apply for, once they heard they were a smoker and COPD, for example, they would say, no, we're not going to cover you. So with this
Yeah.
particular one, with Citizens, this particular company will cover all the ailments we ask about, and up to 20,000 as well. And then they will allow, if you just don't wake up the next day, it would pay out up to the 20,000. If you had any kind of accident, it would double to 40,000. So same
Mm,
privileges with this one.
yeah. Okay. Sounds good.
So I see this particular one. For this one, let me make sure I haven't missed anything else. Uh-huh. Oh, the additional coverage with them, a terminal illness accelerated benefit rider. If the doctor said you have a year or less to live, you're able to say, hey, I know I got 20, I want at least 15 of that, 15,000 of that released immediately, so that you could use it and pretty much pay off all your debts while you're still here. If you have a bucket list, you can work on that as well while you are still here. That's
Okay.
And they
Good.
allow the money to be released early. The same way for any kind of dismemberment, any losing use of 2 hands, 2 feet. They allow a release of the money, a portion of the policy as well early. They look for ways to release some of the face amount early for you. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I'm seeing with this particular company, based on your age of 64, the 20,000, it does double to 40,000 for accidental death. I'm glad they have the accelerated death benefit for use of the money early. And if you have any disability, they will allow a portion of the money to be released early as well. So the
Mm,
20,000 with them is 134.10 a month.
mm. A little bit more what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So this would be available again. You said you eventually want to look at getting more as well,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. I will.
hmm and that's why, again, some of the features, the additional features, are where we typically beat the competition to allow you to
Yeah.
at least have some features that you can use while a portion of the policy while you're here. That's where I see the
Mm,
difference.
yeah. Whether I get to use them or not, I don't think so. But
We don't.
don't.
I
Yeah, you
wish.
don't. Huh?
We don't know.
Mm, no.
Because what we did say was, again, based on that Social Security report, you've got 20,000 now. based on how long you're here, which nobody knows, you may want to eventually consider adding even a little bit more. We don't know, another 5, another 10. I went as high as the 20. If you decide, hey, I just wanted to add another 5 or whatever, then you're able 5, 10, 15, up to the 20, you're able to do it. 16,000,
Yeah.
18,000. What would your budget be if you were to get additional?
Well, I've not got it in my budget now. Ain't no way.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Social Security gives me more money in the future,
Mm-hmm.
I might go up another 10,000 maybe, or another 5,000.
Mm-hmm. And
But probably just like another 5,000, I'd say.
let me see
But
what
that
10 or
may
5
be a
would
couple of
be.
years off.
Gotcha. Yeah, another 10,000 is $69.55, and 5,000. Again, that does double to 10,000 for accidental death. That's $37.28 a month.
Yeah. Well, that'd be my next step then. But right
Mm-hmm.
now I can't. So.
Understand. Well, I want to thank you, Mr. Douglas. You've been very, very patient with me, and I want to thank you for that. I've enjoyed talking to you. Because you've been so patient, my company at least does allow me to give you a little gift. And
Well,
here's the gift. Now, earlier we talked about your son, your brother, yeah, and you may have other individuals that are special to you, maybe a friend, a previous friend from work, whoever it is. But my company does allow me to give you a free accidental death insurance policy, up to $5,000 worth of free insurance for every individual you introduce me to. And those individuals are not required to buy anything. It's just our way of saying
well,
thank you for the introduction. So
really.
yeah, that's very, very nice way of saying, hey, here's free accidental death or dismemberment as well. If you lose use of one hand, one foot, one side of but one eye, they'll whether you pass away or not, they'll pay out half of the 5,000. If you lose
Well,
the use of two hands, 2 feet, side of both eyes, they'll pay out the entire 5,000 whether you pass away or
well,
not. Again, it's just our way of saying thank you. So
well, that's
yes,
nice. It
sir.
sure is.
Yes, sir. So let's put everybody in order of whoever you think needs to speak to me the most, down to whoever needs me the least. So who would be at the
Yeah.
top of the list that needs to speak to me the most?
Well, I ain't got nobody.
Mm-hmm.
My brother, I guess it'd be my brother. But
Yeah.
heck, we don't talk that much either, though.
Okay.
Uh,
So we can start with
and
your brother or your
son,
son. Are both of them 276 area codes like yours, or is yours or is
yeah,
theirs different?
I can't remember numbers. I gotta look at that too.
I'm like
I
that
never
too.
call him. I always, talk to him as he's going by to go upstairs.
Mm, a good move. So we just won 2,000 worth of free accidental death insurance. We're rising up. Who's
Well, okay.
who's the next person?
Well, that's all I got.
Okay.
Seriously, I say I don't call anybody.
I understand. I understand. So we'll go ahead and
All
go ahead.
brother-in-laws and everything like that. When my wife died, they still died too because they ain't never come back.
Mm-hmm. I know that's right. So yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and at least give you the 2,000, and yeah, I'm in a good mood. I'll make it the 3,000 with the free accidental death
Wow.
insurance. This is real insurance. Is good for up to 1 year. It is, and the company that's going to be sending you the paperwork is called American Amicable.
Yeah.
Amicable. And so it may look like junk mail. It'll be a white envelope, Mr. Douglas. Do not
Yeah.
throw it away because it is not going to be junk mail at all. And so it's good for up to 1 year. If you decide you want to keep it after that 1 year, they only charge $2 for the whole year. It's not $2 for the month, but it's just again a way of saying thank
Uh,
you for the introduction.
Well,
And so since it is real insurance, if you happen to pass away of an accident, I know you mentioned your son would be the first beneficiary. What's your son's
yeah.
name?
Derrick, Derrick.
Derek. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
All right. And how about your brother? What's his name?
yeah. David. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll make him the second beneficiary.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and complete this. I have your birthday, and
Yeah.
then I have your address, and that's
Yes.
in Gate
That's right.
City, Virginia.
That's right.
All right.
Okay.
Now you are a U.S. citizen, Mr. Douglas, correct?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. And your
Mm.
social security number? And again, they're going to go ahead and mail this to you. Is going to say, hey, I go by Marty, but it'll say your agent, Martelin Copeland, told us to send this to you. And it's our way of saying thank you for the introduction. It is. And
Okay. That's
yeah,
great.
and while I have you on the line, what I'm going to do is at least call one of your referrals to introduce myself. This is a way of saying hello. And which person do you want me to call first, David or Derek?
Um, you just pick. I don't know.
Who's most likely to answer the phone?
I'd say my brother would be.
I was getting ready to say I put my money on David. Let
Yeah.
me call him.
Yeah.
The subscriber you
Uh-oh.
have dialed is not in service.
Uh-oh.
If you feel you've received this message in error, please hang up and try your call again later. Message MA15356.
Hold on.
Oh God, you ain't gonna call while I'm on the phone, are you?
Yeah, I was gonna actually introduce myself, but
oh no, don't do that.
why? Oh, because you don't speak to him.
Oh, we ain't getting along.
Okay, you said y'all don't get along. Well, that number was disconnected anyway. When was the last time you tried to call him?
Okay, a long time ago.
I got let me make sure I called it right. 276-594-2974. In the meantime, it sounds like your son Derek is a more friendly call for you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Let me at
And
least.
that might be my son. I don't know. He may have, he may have disconnected his phone. I don't know.
Uh-oh. Yeah, go ahead and take a look. Whose ends in 7811?
And that's my brother.
Uh-oh. Your son's number is disconnected. It was 2974, right?
Yeah, I bet he's let it go. He does that. He'll forget it and not get it reconnected. Uh, forget to to renew it. And I
Wow.
bet he forgot it again.
And normally for your brother, yes, I was gonna go ahead and at least call and introduce myself. If I just introduce myself and say hello to your brother, would he start cursing or what's the worst that could happen here?
He may. I don't. He may do that.
Is it?
Might hang up on you.
Oh, that's okay. Do you owe him some money?
No.
Do you owe him money?
It's just family things. They'll pay for.
Okay, say
So,
you're fading out, Mr. Douglas.
you'll fight a while, then you'll be love a while.
But that's a
Kind of like.
love-hate relationship kind of situation.
Hello.
I am so sorry, Mr. Douglas. I did not want you to think I was being rude or unprofessional by hanging up on you.
So I didn't know I had.
Yeah,
Female fell on the line.
no problem. So you promised that you did not owe your brother any money. So
No.
okay, good, good, good. I'll just uh, see if he'll answer and say a quick hello to him. Hang on. I didn't want him to say, "Well, I sent you online. Give me my $20." Oh, no. Are you and he the only kids living?
Yeah,
Okay. Who's the oldest?
he is.
Okay.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system.
I'll try him one more time and see you still win the $3,000. This for even voicemail, so we're still good. And I'm thinking
Okay.
then you're going to get that in the mail, probably give it about a week to 10 days. And then I want you to also have my number too before I let you go. So hang on, I'm going to leave that with you. So get a pen
And
and paper.
put one of your cards in the mail too.
It is. It is going to come in the mail from my company, Senior Life Services. They're going to send a nice gift packet to you and say thank you for joining the family, the Senior Life Services family. And your agent, Marlon, told us to send you some free gifts. So look for that.
Hi, the person you've reached is using a screening.
Okay, so now we won't worry about the screening. And again, Mr. Douglas, look for a envelope from American Amicable, and they're going to go ahead and say, here's your free accidental death insurance policy. Your agent is Marlon Copeland, and it's our way of saying thank you. It's good for up to 1 year. And if you pass away of any kind of accident, they definitely will go ahead and pay the policy out to Derek first. And in the terrible event that Derek is not there, they'll pay the money out to David. And also you're going to have my card and a nice gift from my parent company, Senior Life Services. So look for that as well.
Okay.
In addition, I wanted to make sure you have my direct number. So you'll see Martelin on all the paperwork, but I go by Marty. So you can write Marti,
Okay.
Copeland.
Copland.
That's it. And then the direct number for me is 470-579-9450. So please feel free to give it to anybody who asks about insurance, or as we said, I know the price was what you were most comfortable with the policy you just bought, but there's no law that says you can only have one. So please give me a call when you're ready to add additional, and I can assist with that.
I sure will.
Okay. And do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't. I'll
Okay.
probably think of something after you hang up.
As soon as we hang up, but that's okay because you have my direct number. You can call that any time. That'll be direct to me.
Well, if I got a question, I'll call.
Yes. And say, hey, I just thought of one. You can definitely feel comfortable to do that.
All right.
All right. I've enjoyed talking with you. Thank you for taking time to chat with me, Mr. Douglas. This has been very pleasant. So thank you so much.
I enjoy talking to you too, Marty.
Yes, sir. And you have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.